Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. And let's lap up a bit of that beautiful sunrise for a brief moment. Oh, just a magical bloody time of the morning. I'm pretty sure I'd say that every single video that I record whilst doing it this time of the morning. I missed a few of these videos, but that's okay. I am not beating myself up because although I am disappointed in myself, I'm not beating myself up for it. So I'm going to restart my 100-day challenge on New Year's Day, and then we're going to see how we go with that. But just a billion things going on in life right now, and just trying not to overwhelm myself. So here we are, still doing the videos, just not beating myself up if I don't do them every single day, which I should be doing because they don't take that much effort, but at the same time it takes a lot of bloody effort. Like, you know, it's only, let's say, a 10-minute video, but it takes a lot of energy for me to put these videos out, like, especially if I overthink the situation beforehand, or whatever. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, and we will complete a 100-day challenge. Just trying to legally, as I said, walking through the construction zone. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is the art of surrender. And what I mean by this isn't waving a white flag and just giving in to everything and being passive towards everything. What I mean by this is surrendering to the flow of the universe and ultimately relinquishing control to everything. And the reason that we often expel a lot of unnecessary energy or get a lot of unnecessary anxiety or stress or anything like that is the fact that we in ourselves, in our own minds, create a resistance to the happenings of the universe. So say something happens that is against our will or intention, and it is only your resistance against that happening that makes it a negative experience for you. So you're going to waste a lot more energy by creating a resistance, by putting up a barrier, by pushing back, saying, fuck you, I can't believe that happened, fuck this, you know, whatever that might be. Your resistance to the event creates your turmoil. I like that. Your resistance to an event creates your turmoil. If you just surrender and let go and accept things for the way that they are, then you're going to be a lot freer within yourself. You're going to have a lot more energy to expel. You're going to be a lot more present by doing that as well. You're going to start being a lot more conscious, and you're going to get into the flow of the universe a lot more. And that is damn important. That is, once you start, if you haven't already experienced it, once you start experiencing flow, oh my goodness, baby, that will become one of the most addictive drugs that you will ever have. When you're in a state of flow, you're going to have increased levels of creativity, of joy, of bliss, of all of the good reward chemicals in your brain as well. So you're going to get more dopamine and serotonin and all of those fun things. And it's just going to feel right, and it's just going to feel easy. That is flow. And we all have experienced flow, whether we've done it consciously or unconsciously, but we have all experienced flow. And when you're in a state of flow, you can experience time dilation. And generally you will experience time dilation. And that time dilation can be experienced from either end of the spectrum. So time can speed up or it can slow down. For instance, when you're in a state of flow, it is those moments where you spend time with your friends and you're all just in complete bliss, in complete joy, happy, laughing, having a good time, catching up, reminiscing, and all of a sudden you look down at your watch and you've been hanging out for 4 hours and you're like, holy shit, where did that time go? That is you experiencing flow, or at least a form of flow, because of the joy and bliss that you are in. And what being in a state of flow means is you are actually tapping into a more primal part of your brain. You are a lot more present. You are not thinking about what's happening in the past. You're not thinking about what's happening in the future. You are just simply being. You're being there, you're being with your friends, and you are experiencing life. And that's where the time dilation gets into it. Because you are a lot more present, you are not thinking so much. So you're actually removing yourself from your prefrontal lobe or your neocortex. One of them, they might be the same thing. Anyway, too early in the morning to go too heavy into neuroscience, but you're actually disconnecting from your prefrontal lobe. And your prefrontal lobe is the most advanced part of your brain. That is what gives you the ability to really think about thinking. This is what gives you the ability to overthink and overanalyze, and that's ultimately what would give you your anxiety and your depression from overthinking. And when you disconnect from that, baby, you are not worried about time. You're not conscious of time. You are just simply present in the moment, and it's a very fucking beautiful thing. But those moments can whiz by very quickly because you are in the state of flow and you're having fun. And a good reference point, actually, random little tangent, but a good reference to describe the art of the state of flow. This universe is moving. We all know that. The sun is, we're spinning around the sun. The sun is spinning around the solar system, or it's spinning around the galaxy, the Milky Way. So we're all moving. Everything is got this flow happening, and that's the flow of time, the flow of everything. That's the universe, and the universe does work in that way, and I'll break that down a little bit in another video, maybe in the future, because that's getting a lot more complex and it's a lot harder for me to explain. So maybe in some of my writings in a book one day I'll do it, because it's a complex theory to explain. But the best way to explain flow to you guys is it's like jumping into a river that is obviously flowing. And when you jump into that river, if you go against flow, what you're trying to do is swim upstream. So you are creating resistance against the natural flow of the river that is the universe. And you can then also swim across stream, but you are still creating resistance, and it's still going to be a little bit more difficult. Whereas if you step into the flow of the universe and then go with the flow, then that's like going downstream. And now you can either just sit there and let the flow of the universe take you, or you can do what a lot of other people do and actually swim with the current, and you're going to be getting to your destination either a lot sooner, or you're going to get to a destination in the same amount of time that someone who wasn't swimming would have got to. So, terrible explanation, but you kind of get the idea. Anyway, that is the flow of the universe. And then when we are surrendering to the universe and the happenings of this world. We are not creating that resistance. So we are not trying to swim upstream. And therefore we are not going to be expelling a lot more unnecessary energy, and you are going to be in a state of joy and bliss a lot more. And you're going to actually you'll actually kick goals and achieve things that'll be outside of your wildest perception and imagination. And you're going to be able to tap into an energy, if you do it correctly, that you didn't realize that you had. But there is also a flow hangover. So there is a bit of a come down once you get into it, because what goes up must come down. So anyway, that's it. Gonna sign off on that one. Just into my final week of the challenge, and Lord knows I am exhausted. I've been saying that for a bloody long time now. But final week, and I'm excited to give the body a bit of a rest. But that is all. Thank you very much for tuning in. Happy bloody Monday to you all out there. Love you all, and I hope you have a ripper week. As always, much love and namaste.